What's up, YouTube? Back again with another new video. I'm wearing this giant denim shirt. I know the one time I wore this in the past, you guys were like, oh, that thing looks so big, and it is, but it's cozy, so I'm gonna wear it anyway. So, if you guys have been watching my live streams, or even if you saw Paul's live stream, Locust and Wild Honeys from yesterday, which would be May 24th, I have been like teeter-tottering on the idea of making a streetwear trends prediction video. I always talk about it on my live, so a lot of you guys will know the stuff I'm about to list already. And why I want to do this is there was a brand or maybe an individual who emailed me at one point and they called me the trend forecaster, and I was like, I'm gonna run with that. And then like on the live I was like, yo, we're gonna make a series called Trend Forecast. So here it is right now. Next time I'll wear a suit and look like Anchorman. No, I'm not gonna do that shit. But anyway, let's just get started. So, something I've kind of realized, at least pretty recently, has been that anything is possible. Like anything can become popular, whether it be due to certain individuals wearing it, whether it be if the aesthetic gets kind of a nice fresh update, then anything is really possible to become popular again. And the main kind of two brands that made me realize that was Kappa and then Champion, because at one point they probably were really popular. Like I'm gonna say Champion kind of late 80s, early 90s, and Kappa kind of throughout. Like I know a lot of people who played soccer already knew the brand, and in other countries it has been popular, but as far as US popularity, it came out of nowhere, and now you go into Urban or PacSun or anywhere and Kappa's pretty much there, right? So if that can become popular, what else can become popular? So that got me thinking. Early 2000s trends are definitely going to be the next big wave in streetwear. And why I say that is everyone's already picked apart all the 80s and 90s trends and have brought them back within the last 5 years. So it's only expected that people would start picking things from the early 2000s. We'll say 2000 to 2006 kind of era. And the first thing that comes to mind is Ed Hardy. Now, I know what you're thinking, Ed Hardy, like that's some Guido, Jersey Shore shit. We're not gonna rock that. But why I say it's gonna become popular again is I saw this great article, which I went looking for just because I was thinking, a lot of Gucci 2016 and 2017 literally looks like Ed Hardy. And I know what you're thinking, no way, no it doesn't. But here's several pictures depicting Gucci items from 2016 or 2017 right next to Ed Hardy items that look exactly the same. So don't be surprised if you see people pick in vintage Ed Hardy from the thrift because it has that whole Gucci floral aesthetic or the Gucci animal print look, which Ed Hardy did first. And another kind of funny thing that I remembered is when I used to have the Givenchy Rottweiler shirt, somebody went up to me and said, hey, I like that a lot. And then they asked me, is that Ed Hardy? And I was in shock, man. My heart broke. I was like, nah, man, this is Givenchy, man. And they didn't know what that was, obviously, but I really got to thinking, that Rottweiler print kind of looked like a lot of those tiger bedazzled shits that Ed Hardy made. So Ed Hardy was kind of ahead of their time with that design, because now you have a lot of other brands, like I said, Gucci, using like a giant tiger on their shirts or on their denim or on their like sneakers as well. So Ed Hardy was definitely ahead of their time. And I know you guys are gonna say, oh, but my favorite SoundCloud rapper's already wearing it. That doesn't make it trendy. When it's a trend, it has to become so popular in the mainstream that you start to see it pop up at retail chains because they realize, oh, there's money here, we're gonna make it. I think that's when something actually reaches its trend point. And I honestly do believe that Ed Hardy will come back. I'm gonna look and try to find all through their archive and try and find if there's anything that really interests me. There was one jacket I remember from way in the past that I saw online that I will try and look for and put a picture of right here that actually didn't look bad, although a lot of the things they make are extremely gaudy, so you have to like definitely not care what other people think when you're rocking those. And next, keeping with the 2000s theme, we have the Von Dutch trucker hats. Now, I know for women's fashion, Kylie Jenner last year tried to make it poppin' again, but I haven't really seen it made a full wave in men's fashion. I know you have like plain trucker hats, but I'm talking about the Von Dutch trucker hats with the big patch, you know, the nice different colored meshes. And Von Dutch in general might come back. My dad in the past used to work for Von Dutch because I remember having like a pair of the jeans in elementary school. I got hated on by somebody, but it's alright, man. The shit was free anyway. But I wouldn't be surprised if Von Dutch has a full revival. Like, I'm talking their workwear shirts, because I've been seeing a lot of people like rocking like vintage workwear, like plumber type shirts or worker shirts. And Von Dutch made a few of those. If you remember the first Fast and the Furious movie, you had Vin Diesel rocking one of those Von Dutch work shirts. And I don't think the trucker hats are a bad look at all, as long as you kind of curve the bill. I don't like flat bill trucker hats. And I'd go as far to say that you should probably start picking some of the early 2000s Bape trucker hats, which look a lot better than a lot of the newer stuff in my opinion. So Von Dutch, definitely something to look out for. I would start scouting it now if you actually like the look. Like, don't just hop on it because you think it's going to be a trend. I'd say hop on it because you think it looks really dope. So never kind of dismiss these brands without actually fully looking into the archive, because you never know, you might find something that you like. Next, moving on to kind of sneakers. Now, Reebok has steadily been making waves recently, and I feel like it's mainly due to the Gosha collab, as well as the Adidas Power Phase or Adidas Yeezy Calabasas, whatever, looking like the Reebok Workout Plus. So Reebok's already making waves. I think the Club C85 is making a strong comeback right now, which I'm really happy about. I know I talked about it in my summer sneakers video, because I think it looks better than the Stan Smith. And yes, I am buying a pair of Club C's, possibly two, really soon, so be sure to stay tuned for those reviews. But I think Reebok is going to have a way larger revival. Do I think it'll be on the level of the Adidas Boost revival? I don't know, maybe we'll see. But another brand that I would say you definitely should not sleep on anymore is Puma. Now I know what you're saying, oh fuck Puma, like that's basic, you get that anywhere, but in all honesty, the Puma Suede Classic is really dope. I really do like the Puma Fenty Creeper, and they do make men's ones. And if you think you can pull them off, I mean, why not try it? Like, who cares if someone thinks it's a little too feminine or whatever? I don't think it is in the slightest. I think it's a pretty dope sneaker. And Big Sean coming into Puma, I don't know if it'll help. I hope it will. But in all reality, I don't really think he has that grasp on the culture as far as streetwear anymore. I think his peak with influencing streetwear culture was the whole Tisa era, like 2010 to 2012 kind of like time frame. But now, for the most part, he kind of dresses like every other rapper, which is kind of a shame because he used to have a very particular look. And hopefully he creates new looks with his future Puma collabs. But don't sleep on Puma, guys. I'm telling you right now. 4 or 5 years ago, you guys talked mad shit about Adidas. It was Nike everything. And now look at you. You're rocking Adidas like crazy. So if Puma and Reebok come with the hits, they come with collabs and styles. I know Reebok had the Kendrick collab. And if maybe, you never know, maybe they come with new technology that is just as comfortable or close to as comfortable as Boost, it's going to be the wave. So Puma and Reebok, don't sleep on them anymore. Have an open mind and don't just stick to your I only wear Adidas shit. Like move on from that. And although Adidas Boost is great, I'm not sure how much longer it'll last as far as popularity, which is kind of a good thing in my opinion, because I want to pick up a pair to use as beaters or possibly running shoes. My 1.0s I never used as running shoes because the tread is kind of garbage on the 1.0s. I wanted the Continental rubber, but yeah. This is kind of a short video, and I will do more of these in the future. Let me know what you guys think about all the early 2000s brands possibly becoming really popular again. Like I said in my women's trends video, it happened with Juicy Couture already, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happens with a crap ton of other early 2000s brands as well. And also, let me know what you think about the whole Puma and Reebok shit possibly popping off in 2017, like late 2017 or early 2018, because I'm tired of people like dismissing them. Like, I think they make great shoes, and I think it's time for them to get their shine as well. So let me know what you guys think of the series. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out, YouTube.